Hello and welcome to Polystitch English channel. Here I show DIYs on how to create wonderful household items from fabric scraps. You might remember that earlier I prepared blanks from narrow strips and scraps of colored fabric. I sewed them onto strips of auxiliary fabric. Also, I had some tulle scraps left over after sewing a curtain. With this method of sewing, you can use different fabrics, stretchy, thin, and dense. They're all sewn on a fabric base, which does not allow them to deform. It is very easy to store such blanks by just rolling them up. Also, I cut up my old black skirt, and I will use it for a contrasting color. We sew black and colored stripes in pairs. I already sewed a rug in this color combination, and now I decided to play a little with these colors. Join the stripes together and create a wider canvas. You can see that I sewed colored pieces onto thin auxiliary fabrics. Now, lay a finishing line at a distance of 1 mm from the edge of the black strip. Then, carefully iron the blanks, and after that we will begin to experiment. I measure everything approximately. The width of the part is 32 centimeters and the length is 60 centimeters, which is around 8 by 16 inches. Draw marks at a distance of 10 centimeters from two opposite corners like I do. Then connect them. Draw a line and cut the parts. We do the same with the other and get 4 quadrangles. Now, let's try to arrange them beautifully. I want to make the most of all the fabric, so I don't have to cut anything. I did not do any preliminary calculations and patterns. I am creating everything on the go. I cut out a square 17 by 17 centimeters from black fabric. Let's sew this piece to the big part. But one detail, when we sew the square, we do not lay the line to the very end of the detail, we leave 5 mm from each side. Continue to sew the second and third parts in such a way. When we sew the fourth, it's time to sew the part to the end. It only remains to lay the lines and sew the free ends. And you can also lay finishing stitches on top of these seams, since we need to firmly fix everything. We are preparing our details further. For the reverse side, I decided to take a piece of raincoat fabric, because it will be a seat version of a seat cushion. You'll be able to lay it on a slightly damp street bench and on the grass, and on the sand. Face to face, we'll lay our colored patchwork piece and a piece of raincoat fabric, and on top of it, a layer of padding polyester. My patchwork part turned out to be not in the form of a square, but in the form of an octagon. I decided not to cut anything and not to align. I like this shape. We put all the layers of fabric together, then lay a line along the edge, leaving a hole for turning it out. I decided to make this pillow a little warmer. I have the remains of a padding polyester and a little hollow fiber. I shred them and evenly distribute inside the pads. Then sew up the hole. Check how evenly the filler is distributed. I saw how they distribute the dawn in feather beds. They beat them with sticks. In several places, we pierce the entire canvas with special quilting pins or safety pins. Then we stitch it with an ordinary needle and thread. We tighten the pillow in several places. It's convenient to do this using sewing thimbles. We got a wonderful sitting cushion, 60 by 60 centimeters. It turned out very beautiful, soft and waterproof. It's a perfect item in a garden for those rainy days to be cozier. By the way, look, lilacs are blooming under my windows, and this is some kind of special variety. It has a lot of 5-petal flowers. Russians are known to be very superstitious, so if you see a 5-petal lilac flower, then it's good luck. You should make a wish and eat it, and then your dreams will come true. I hope you've liked the DIY and enjoy creating a piece in this technique for your family. Thank you for watching, subscribe to the channel, like and comment this video, and see you in the next episode.